Hello manifestors, another video request today. How to act in your 3D life as you are manifesting your desire. And do you need to pretend and act as if when you are manifesting your desire? And is this the same as living in the end? We are going to answer all those questions today in this video. So please like the video, share it, comment, subscribe, so more people like you will be able to access this information that they need so desperately. My name is Sylviane with manifestingwithsylviane.com. I am a manifesting coach. I do one-on-one coaching and email coaching, and I have more and more success stories. So if you need my help for your specific needs, please check the links down below this video in the description box. I also have a Facebook group, a free Facebook group, where you can learn a lot about conscious manifesting and the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teaching. It's a free Facebook group, but it's a private group. So in order to get in there, you have to answer some questions. We don't want just anybody there. We want specific people that are conscious manifestors or willing to be conscious manifestors. So if you don't answer the questions, there are 4 questions, you won't be approved. If you want to be approved, make sure you answer the questions. That's as simple as that. And all the links are down below in the description box. So I want to thank the subscriber who requested this topic, because it is a topic that is so confusing, or should I say that so many people are confused about. And the reason, number one, why many people are confused about this is that in the law of attraction crowd, you were probably told to act as if and to pretend that you have your desire while you don't have it. But this is not the law of attraction. We've graduated from that, right? Most of you guys, like myself, are coming from the law of attraction crowd, but we graduated to the law of assumption, because now we know that the spiritual law is the law of assumption. What you assume to be true is going to come true to you, and you don't have to pretend, you don't have to act as if, because the law of assumption, it's something that happens from within. As within, so without, as the Bible says. So with this in mind, let's analyze what pretending or acting as if is. Pretending or acting as if, it's something that you do in the 3D, right? If I pretend that I am something by acting in a certain way in the 3D world, it's something that I'm doing in the 3D world. So, as an example that I've heard sometimes, you are pretending living with your SP, and you may set an extra plate at the table. This is pretending. It is acting as if in the 3D world. But does that mean that you are living in the end? No. Because as a matter of fact, it would probably do the opposite effect. Because you are sitting at the table, and instead of living in the end from within, from your sentiment, from your state, you are looking at that empty plate across the table, and you are looking at empty space because your SP is not there in the 3D world. So if you are doing this pretending type thing, it's not going to help you. As a matter of fact, it will just confirm to you in the 3D world that you do not have your SP, because the plate is empty and there's no one sitting in front of the plate. So no, pretending and acting as if is not living in the end. As a matter of fact, the reason why those law of attraction teachers are telling you, teaching you to pretend to manifest your desire faster or attract your desire faster, as they call it, it's a complete misunderstanding of what 3D is. But again, the law of attraction crowd does not know what 3D is. For them, it's life and it's a fact. Well, 3D, whatever happens in your 3D right now, it's old manifestation. It's coming from your old imagination. So when you are trying to pretend by doing some things in the 3D world, you are actually mixing up results from your old manifestation, from your old imagination, and your new one. It doesn't make any sense. It is much better to come to the realization, if you don't know it yet, that whatever you see right now in your 3D was manifested before. And you did not manifest it by pretending anything, right? You manifested it by imagining it. Whatever was imagined by you consciously or unconsciously, and more often than not unconsciously when you're not a conscious manifester, whatever is in your 3D world right now was manifested in your imagination. You did not pretend anything. You imagined it. So this is how you are going to manifest your desire. By imagining it, believing it, and knowing that it's done. And embodying the state of having it. But not by pretending any type of action in the 3D world. Now, let's talk about another situation that this subscriber mentioned. That's a very interesting question about the conflict that can exist between 3D and your state of living in the end. So, this subscriber is asking the question, let's say I am manifesting a wonderful acting career, and in my imagination, I am a famous actress, but then I have to go for castings for short movies or commercial. How does that 3D conflict goes along with me living in the end of my wish fulfilled? Well, again and always, you must remember at any time, whatever you do, that what you are living right now, it's what was manifested before. There's always a gap between imagination in 4D and actualization in 3D. Always. So you are right now going for a casting for a short movie or a commercial, and in your imagination you are already a star. Is there a conflict there? No. Not if you remember that there is a gap between imagination and 3D. So if you are imagining that you are a movie star, you know that most likely you are not going to become a movie star overnight in 3D. You're imagining it, and you are going to go through bridges in order to get there. So when you go for a casting, you just remember, oh, I had imagined that a long time ago. Therefore, that's why it's in my 3D right now. This is just a bridge for me to go from point A to point B. And if you think this way, it's very easy to do, by the way. There is no way on earth that it can contradict your manifestation of being what you want to be. No matter what it is, remember that what you are living right now in your 3D world had to come because it was manifested before. Either it's a direct manifestation of your direct imagination, or it is a bridge from point A to point B. That's all you have to remember. If you remember this, you'll never be confused. Again, you'll never be stumbled by your 3D circumstances. And as always, and I've made a video about that before, the best way to help you when you're manifesting a desire is to do reverse engineering. Let's say you were in a beautiful relationship and the person was deeply in love with you, everything was wonderful, but you started imagining bad stuff. You started doubting, having fears, having anxieties, and all that bad stuff. All that stuff is imagination, right? You started imagining something negative for your relationship. You did not pretend, you did not do anything in 3D to pretend that it was going to be bad, right? You didn't. Everything was from within. You starting doubting in your imagination. So what happened then? We know what happened then, right? What happened to thousands or maybe millions of people? Well, you got dumped. You got to a point that provoked a breakup. Did you pretend anything? Did you took off a plate from the table, imagining that your SP was already gone? No, you did not, right? You did it from the inside. Did that work? Yes, right? That's why you are trying to manifest him or her back. So it's the exact same thing when you want to do it the other way around. You do not pretend by doing any stupid things, actions in 3D world. You are living in your end, inside, in your imagination, in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your state. And that's all you have to do. And are you lying to yourself because you have to act a certain way in 3D? No. Because you know that whatever you are living now, it's old projection, old manifestation. And you've got to live it in 3D because that's how universal law works. But it doesn't mean that you are contradicting your desire. In other words, whatever you are living right now, if it's not your final destination, it's just a bridge. So every time you feel that you are contradicting yourself, just think, this is just a bridge. This is just a bridge to my desire. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share the video, and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.